this video is made by Janavi and Anand, and here we are going to explain about portable X-ray machine. So here, as you can see, we have a portable X-ray machine with us, which is made by Index company. So X-rays were discovered by William Röntgen in 1895, and he also won a Nobel Prize for this discovery. So coming to the principle of the X-rays, materials with higher atomic number tend to absorb X-rays more, and materials with lower atomic number tend to pass X-rays through them. In our human body, bones are largely made up of calcium. And calcium, as we know, has a relatively higher atomic number. So when X-rays pass through the human body, the bones tend to make a shadow on the X-ray film. Whereas with other soft tissues like fat, blood, and other liquids, these largely contain lower atomic number elements like hydrogen, oxygen, and carbon. So X-rays simply pass through them without making a shadow. And when X-rays pass through tissues like lungs and muscles, they form a darker region on the X-ray film. The X-ray film contains barium iodide crystals which get ionized by the scattered radiation of X-ray, and they form an image. Coming to the production of X-rays, the production of X-rays happens in glass envelope under high vacuum. Here an anode and cathode are present. The cathode is made up of tungsten wire and the anode is made up of heavy copper. So when the cathode is heated, directly or indirectly, it tends to release electrons. This is known as the principle of thermionic emission. When high voltage is applied to the cathode releases electrons, and along the way these electrons get accelerated, attaining high kinetic energy. And when these electrons strike the anode target, the kinetic energy of these electrons is converted into X-rays and heat energy. 99% of the energy generated is as heat energy, and 1% of the energy is produced as X-rays.
Now we will see the parts of an X-ray machine. Here we have the operating console and the stand of it, and the X-ray tube, collimator, cassette, and the stand of the cassette. Coming to the X-ray tube, it serves with the function of creating X-ray photons from electrical energy supplied by the X-ray generator. This is the collimator placed in front of the X-ray tube. This function is to minimize the field of view, and inside the lead plates is used to avoid the unnecessary exposure. Therefore, we can adjust the size and shape of an X-ray beam. Here we have the cassette and the stand of it. After the X-ray passes from the patient, it falls on the cassette which contains the X-ray film. After the X-rays, we can view that in the X-ray view box. Here we have the console panel, and we have the power on and off switch. Here we have milliampere selection, which increases the number of electrons, which results in increase in quantity of X-ray radiation. And here we have the voltage control. It increases the penetrating strength of X-ray and increases the photon number or intensity. And we have the line knob, which adjusts the line voltage. And we have the key on and off switch, and it represents the voltage meter and current meter. And we have the exposure switch. Here is the exposure control switch. With the help of this, we can control the time for which the patient is exposed to X-rays. So with this portable X-ray machine, we can visualize the bone fractures and we can perform the chest X-rays. Thank you.